Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea. Welcome to a little bit of a team kill here. As in the bottom right we have spawning as the red Zerg player playing for Shopify's Rebellion. It's going to be none other than Scarlet. And in the bottom left spawning as the blue Terran player. It's going to be ByuN, also playing for Shopify's Rebellion, of course. You see ByuN opening up with a quick 2 SCVs being sent on the map right now. And Scarlet is opening up with a 14-14. This is a build order in which you build the gas or the extractor and the spawning pool before your first overlord. This means you're gonna have extremely quick units out, and you'll also be capable of either getting fast speed, get a roach warren, or get a baneling nest, or if you're really wild in the head, you could even tech to a very fast one base layer. Just give me a second. No second gas, of course. Just for an extractor trick. So what the extractor trick does, for the people that aren't aware, is it allows you to build an extra drone, because your drone goes into the extractor and doesn't count as supply anymore. Then you build your drone, then you cancel it, and you can get 15 out of 14 supply. So you can start your drone 4 or 5 seconds earlier. I'm not quite sure if this is even worth it. I remember back in the day, Zergs always used to do extractor trick, and then people realized that actually it was worse economically, and Zergs stopped doing it. First 6 links are on the way here, and this is a 2-Rex, and ByuN hasn't scouted anything yet, of course. You don't want to reveal that you have SCVs on the other side of the map. Scarlet now is going to see that there is no barracks over here, but sometimes ByuN builds his first barracks in this location. I've seen him play 3-Rex Reaper on this map as well. Not sure if Scarlet is aware of that, of course. Now, Scarlet now is aware of the fact that there is a Marine over here, and ByuN is aware of the fact that there's 6 links. Needs to be extremely careful. I'm surprised he went that far forward with that first Marine. Good control though. It's going to be capable of sniping the first link. Second link is going to go down as well. 3 links go down for 2 SCVs. It's obviously not a great trade, but it's a better trade than majority of the Terran players would have gotten. ByuN's going to pop up here and see, uh-oh. Alright, how's it going? Well, that's not good. Well, that's not good. Wants to start running back, but also doesn't want to get caught by a bunch of links. So is pretty careful about all of this. One of these barracks is going to start flying back home. He could land it over here and then kind of abuse the slow zones. That would be a play. I'm not quite sure if it's good, but technically it would be a play. Metabolic boost has just completed, which means there's some potential of these Marines dying. It is 6 Marines. Does Scarlet really want to do that? She has 13 links against 6 Marines. Now there's Metabolic Boost, which is going to help out. She gets the semi-surround, and all of these Marines are going to go down. And we still have, oh my god, 8 straight banelings over here. That's beautiful. Straight away, these 8 banelings. Now, bunker on the high ground is being constructed. eBay wall is being built as well. Oh, these barracks need to fly into position ASAP. Is there any other buildings that can help out? What? No, you gotta be kidding me. He just lowered the... He just lowered the depots. Now they're up again, but didn't get the wall in time. Did have a lot of money, so I think he could have actually walled. ByuN definitely could have walled here. And if he would have had a full wall behind this, he might have just been fine, because with a single Hellion, there definitely is a possibility that you can hold this. Now 12 workers are down and Scarlet is inside. There's no hatchery yet. This was as all in as it gets. This is a classic Wings of Liberty Baneling bust against a classic Wings of Liberty 2-Rex. And Scarlet wins game number 1 here in this best of 3. We have arrived on Hardwire in the second game, as we see ByuN once again opening up with a bit of a proxy Rex here. And once again as well, we have Scarlet playing that 14-14. So perhaps it's more than just a straight up build order counter to the 2-Rex, and she truly believes that this has some potential, even if ByuN plays normal. Of course, ByuN is known for not scouting whatsoever, so perhaps there actually is some potential with this build order. We're going to see if ByuN can change anything this time around, or if it's going to remain the same as before. It's of course possible that they just straight up dies again. It's also possible... Ooh, it's a 3-Rex this time though. Okay, that's very different. So there's going to be a way later factory. There's going to be more Marines. But less gas. Reaper's not really viable here. Question is, what is Scarlet going to do? Does she once again want to go into a Baneling bust? Or is she planning on something different this time around? We only see a single link being built. So this has a different type of vibe. Queen? No, it's going to still go up to 6 links, never mind. I guess you first get the queen. Huh. Alright, well, ByuN's gonna get the disappointment of a lifetime in a couple of seconds. He's gonna be a bit grumpy after those two openers, I can only imagine. This is not quite what he signed up for. Scarlett, however, is gonna be quite buzzing. He's gonna be happy. Glad that she opened with that 14-14. He's actually scouting these SCVs. He's gonna straight up walk around these Marines. She might just go for a pickoff from behind. Could also send these links just straight away across the map. This Overlord, if this dies, would be a very big deal. But instead we see, well, ByuN, what is he doing? Okay, he's gonna be going back home with these Marines. Full walls with a bunker immediately. Metabolic boost won't be done in time. And ByuN decides to just pack up and leave. And I kinda like this, I guess. Do I? Yeah. I mean, why not, right? This seems alright. This definitely seems very decent. So once again, it's going to be a one-base Baneling bust. These links will make their way across the map. Metabolic boost is about to finish up as well. This time around, however, these links can just straight up morph into Banelings, as there's a bunch of Marines out here, and they could be very annoying. Scarlett tries to engage into this, gets an SCV, I think, and a Marine, am I correct? Yes. Loses 3 links. That's a decent start. A couple more Marines are gonna get picked off here. 2 to be exact. So the total losses now are on 4 Marines and 1 SCV. 3 Marines dying in the kind of the rally back home. 1 Marine over here and 1 SCV on the ramp as well. Now we're gonna see that full wall that I was kind of hoping for the game before. See a second eBay. We need 1 more building though. There's no money here for ByuN. I don't think this can turn into a full wall quite yet. He's got 1 more building. What can he get? What can he get? Is the question. Scarlett somehow smelling the fact that there is a wall and says, you know what? I don't actually want to go up there. What I'm going to do is I want you to finish all your buildings, and ByuN accidentally, unwisely, finishes this eBay. Goes for a factory at this point. Bunker in the back is finished up as well. Scarlett goes straight into droning, so we're gonna get a real game here. Well, this is a real game still. It's not some type of simulation, but the question that I have is relatively simple, and that is, who is ahead? 3 words and a question mark at the end there. The answer might be a little bit more complex. Scarlett with a way faster natural base, but that is not weird in ZVT. She has some banelings, she has some links, which could potentially deal damage and go for a later bust. These banelings are also powerful defensively. She doesn't need to build a whole lot of units in the future. She isn't afraid of anything. She knows there's 3 racks. Gases are late. Starport is going to be late as well because of that, which means that any air threat is going to arrive very slowly. On top of that, ByuN has poor scouting. He does not know what his opponent is doing. So Scarlett has the lead in the unit. Scarlett has the lead in the eco. And she has more knowledge right now. I'm feeling her position a lot. I think this is a good spot for her, for sure. Creep spread is lacking, but queens are out and start pushing creep tumors. These creep tumors are not going to get denied. Moving across the map for ByuN at this point honestly equals suicide, as we see a Viking being produced here. We're on double CC, no third CC starting, and I don't really see a third CC starting anytime soon anyway. We're gonna get 3 Hellions out right now. I'd be impressed with ByuN's courage if he moves these across the map and doesn't leave them at home. The moment you move these 3 across the map, you're gonna open yourself up to counterattacks, to being surrounded on the map. Don't forget, he has no vision whatsoever on the other side. There could be 40 links over here. He has absolutely zero idea of what's happening right now. Scarlett, however, knows everything. She knows there's 3 racks. She knows that there was a factory being built up here. She's seen the Hellions as well. And most likely she is aware of the fact that there's going to be some 3 racks pressure behind this. Scarlett's in an amazing position. Up 14 workers as well. Spore is being built defensively here. It's an interesting position for a Spore. Feels like she's a little bit afraid of Banshees. I think that fear is unfounded, but rather be safe than sorry, right? And that's what she's going for here. A couple more banelings being built as well, going up to 8 banes. This might be a little much when it comes to the safety measures, though. There really is no threat yet coming out of ByuN for the next minute. I think the first threat might be across the map at, what, 7:10. Of course, she isn't completely aware of that, but there's a lot of safety measures here being taken. These blind spores, which, once again, I understand, but weren't necessary. These extra links and these extra banelings, once again, I understand. Oh my god, that almost was a surround. But also weren't quite necessary. The fact that she really hasn't been too keen on building drones for a while now. I mean, we see 10 drones being fired up at this point. These could have been earlier. Once again, I understand all of these things. I understand why she was trying to save larva. I understand why she built the banelings. And I do understand why she built the spores, but were they the correct calls? No. They were overly safe calls, and they weren't necessary. So that's gonna make her position a little bit worse than it could have been. With all that being said, though, this is still a marvelous spot. +1 is going to finish up. Combat shield isn't quite done yet. And ByuN is, I don't want to say all in, but he's in a spot where he needs to do some damage right now. He needs to at least keep this army on the map for a long time. That is the least that he can do here. And I'm not quite sure if he can. There's 4 Hellions with this. There's no baneling speed. There's no upgrades whatsoever for Scarlet. ByuN thinks he can straight up engage into this. Scarlet isn't quite sure. And I think ByuN right now is going to actually try... Big Ramba being set up immediately here out of Scarlet. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, what is this? 7 queens? 7 queens in the front, 8 queens in total. This link run by isn't going to do anything. As you see Scarlet moving back home with these links. 30 more links are in production. 1/1 upgrades on the way as well. Still not done. Combat shield's about to finish up. This push actually, it doesn't look like this should be capable of doing a whole lot, as it's just a bunch of marines. But with the control of ByuN, perhaps something is possible. Stim wears out. ByuN goes for the pickup, and Scarlet will finally push this back. I think she's in a fine position. Still floating a fair amount of money. There's no Spire on the way or anything, so this money can't really be spent into 10 Mutalisks. If that was the case, I'd love her position. Right now, I'm not so sure. Drone count isn't that high. Sure, there's a lot of units. Maybe we'll just go for... Oh my good lord, 40 Banes. What in the world am I watching here? What in the actual world am I watching? Oh, 2 tanks killing a bunch of units, that's what I'm watching. Is she just not gonna go in with this? There's 50 Banelings on the map right now. 9 minutes into the game, here we go. There's more Banes than Marines. There's also 52 links with this. This is all in, though. And when I say all in, I don't necessarily mean that she's dead, but this is going to throw away her lead if she doesn't deal a crap ton of damage, killing 15 to 20 workers at least, or just straight up killing everything that is here. Just trading these units out isn't actually going to be good enough. Let's take a look at this fight. Big surround concave type of attack here out of Scarlet. Moving forward with a lot of these Banelings. Good target fire out of ByuN, though. Will be capable of getting a lot of these Banes down before the fight even really starts. Tank on the high ground, tank behind the wall. Wall goes up. Big pickup, but a lot of the SCVs in the third base are going to fall. Depots are going down as well, and I think Scarlet might have just broken ByuN here. 99 supply for ByuN, 38 SCVs. And 2 upgrades are already on the way here for the Canadian Zerg player, who is, who can now drone up a little bit. Go up to 70, 75 workers, get a 5th base at some point as well. She once again is floating a fair amount of cash. And a little bit of gas as well, which surprises me. She's working off of 4 gas, so she shouldn't really be having too much. I guess she's been mining off 4 gas for a long time, and the mineral count never really got that high. ByuN still equal in supply, though. Doesn't have 2 on the way, doesn't have an armory, doesn't have a second eBay, doesn't have a second factory either. And this is the type of game in which I could see ByuN going for that second factory and just pumping out tanks and taking it really slow. Never really wanting to go into mines and being aggressive on the map. This is a typical ByuN camping game, if you ask me. And Scarlet needs to kind of realize that. I think at some point she'll be like, hey, I really want to go up to a higher worker count than just 65. Yeah, I understand she's still up a lot of workers, but just going up to 75 to 80 workers at this point is completely viable. You can add a couple of gases in that case as well and eventually tech into lurkers. The moment ByuN tries to ever take a forward base, that's the moment you pounce. I think Scarlet would be in a fantastic spot here. Look at it. The Lip is just missing all of his shots. Oh my god. This is the perfect timing. That was so crazy. He literally just missed 3 shots in a row. Hop. This time around, Scarlet not quite going to be so lucky. These 3 drones are going to fall before she managed to pull all of them away. 58 workers remaining though. Once again, she is all-inning. 2-2 isn't quite done yet. She's attacking before 2-2. Oh, why would anyone in their right mind try to do that? 2-2 finishes after the fight finishes as well. And right now, Scarlet still is up in bases. Her 5th is done. Her eco still is fine. She's just not mining a whole lot of gas. She pulled out a gas here. She's practically mining off of 3 gas. She's gonna go up to extra workers. Still a good position, I think. At least a playable position. Up in upgrades, no fort base. ByuN feeling pretty all in. Except he can't really kill someone here. I can't believe that Scarlet keeps attacking into an all-in rather than just straight up droning up. This is the only way to throw. Paul Simon once wrote a song called 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Scarlet perhaps could write a song, a single way to throw this game, because I really can't see many other ways to lose than just keep on attacking into the same position over and over and over again. That has to be a mistake. Double drops now, moving to the far right position. Once these unload, we'll see if Scarlet will have any units split off. Still focusing on this big blob of Ling Bane, rather than trying to split off and potentially deal with some harass on the other side as well. And this is a classic Terran setup, right? A 2-2 medevac split. A little bit surprising. Liberator moving forward. Perhaps as a bit of a scout, or perhaps to cause some more distraction here. One queen gets taken out. Now the Marines come in. Can they scan and go? I think Scarlet hasn't noticed these Marines over here on the right side at this point. More creep is being destroyed here by this Marine force. Once again, 2 drones fall. So Liberators being set up again and again and again. 4 more drones will go down here. Good trades for ByuN, honestly. He really has quite... he's going into 8 racks already. He's quite primitive tools. But he's doing a lot of work with these primitive tools. Still working off a single factory, by the way. It's rare to see someone play single oh, never mind, I'm blind. Oopsies, there's the second factory. And mines are actually being produced. Usually when ByuN is producing mines, it means that he feels like there's an opportunity for him. He feels an opportunity. And whether that's going to be with 2-2... or just an opportunity to deny a lot of creep with Marine Mine. Maybe go for a 3-3 push. I don't actually think that's going to be a thing ever this game, but... is he going to unsiege all these tanks and go for it? There is a possibility. On the other hand, why would he? Right? He's been playing this game from so far behind. He's getting back into a game in which he had no business being whatsoever anymore. I'd be fine just staying in the game. The longer the game goes... if the trades continue like they have been so far, if the game keeps going in his favor, why change anything? Just keep these small groups, or a small group, there's a sizable army at this point on the left side, but these relatively primitive forces of just pure Marines, no mines, no tanks, none of these valuable units are being wasted. And as I say that, it looks like ByuN with the +3 armor. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. This is the ByuN special as well, starting the +3 armor before the +3 attack. At first, casters kept pretending like it was some brilliant move, and then ByuN admitted it to being a mistake. So it really is just an error. It's a very peculiar error as well. Another 4 workers go down. These Liberators have been good. They have been good, boys. If these Liberators were dogs, they would have been getting so many treats this game. Oh my god, that was a huge mine. What was that? 25 kills on the mine. Not bad. 12 over here, 20 over here. These 3 mines shared over 50 kills between the 3 of them. That's just fabulous. Big stim out of ByuN. Thinks he can trade efficiently here. Not quite sure if that actually was true. Did stim, now he's gonna need to pick up. Lost 7-8 Marines, killed 15-16 Lings. Seems fine. Not the greatest trade, as you lose a little bit of pressure on that left side. He'll need to send another medevac with Marines over if he wants to continue that type of pressure. Often it's better to keep your Marines alive than to lose them, because reinforcing takes so long. Vipers are here in this army for Scarlet, and with a good... oh my god, they're gonna get sniped. Both of them. No parasitic bombs here in this fight. As a result of that, ByuN still staying on a low worker count. 59 workers. The reason for that is because his natural and his main are practically mined out. Main completely mined out. Natural, well, it's going to be 2 patches left soon. This is not going to be big enough. Look at his mine. This guy, this guy, he can feel it, you know? Can feel it. Oh my good lord. 10 kills. What's Scarlett going to do? Is she going to do anything about this? No. I don't think you can kill this, honestly. I don't think you can. Especially not with 3 tanks. But even if the tanks weren't there, I think the planetary would have been enough. Scarlett's looking for an engagement here. I don't think she can get an engagement that she would like. She definitely can get an engagement that she thinks is terrible. She's losing a lot of freaking supply over here. All of these banelings going down. Left side of the flank also never really hitting the army. The left side retired early, went home. Started collecting some medals. Yeah, we fought hard as well, guys. Doesn't quite seem to be the case. Ultralisk will get pounced as well. 47 workers remaining though for ByuN. 5th base has finished up at this point, and there's really no workers to saturate that base. Scarlett taking bad trade after bad trade after bad trade. But yet, still in the game as her eco remains superior. More money in the bank. Although her eco isn't fabulous either. We're on 70 workers. I mean, this should be 85 at this point, right? You should be looking at worker counts in which you can just continuously be throwing in banelings into your opponent's face. Once again, that's not the case. Spore's actually dishing out a fair amount of damage here. Definitely assisting this army well. This is a fight that I don't think ByuN can take without... My good lord! That was a fight he really couldn't take, and he tried to take it. That was not good. Losing a lot of supply there, and once again losing a little bit of momentum, which might be even more important. Gets cleaned up, 10 mines are still remaining. 6 drones once again have gone down, these marines are gonna fall. Medevac gets taken out by this spore. Spores are being used very effectively this game. For spore defense, or for medevac defense, excuse me. First 4 corruptors are out as well right now, or coming out. And 15 droners are on the way as well. Greater Spire, as well as a second Spire is here already. It feels like Scarlett is doing all of this pretending like she's rich. You know, these are the guys in the weekend, you know, that spend their wage flipping the burgers at the McDonald's in the club by buying like 3 bottles of mediocre vodka for $500. It's like, you're not tricking anyone, and you're gonna be eating ramen during the week. How do I know? I was one of them. I ate lots of ramen in my life. That's fine. That's kind of what Scarlett is doing here. She's not really that rich, but she's pretending to be. That's never a good thing to do. Marauders are kind of overstimming at this point, but will still have enough damage output to take out these ultras. GG! Yeah! Scarlett feeling a little bit too comfortable in this game, and ByuN manages to get her back. Unbelievable. 1-1 is the score, so we'll be heading into game number 3 here. In this exciting, for sure, exciting best of 3 between ByuN and Scarlett. Uno, dos, tres times is the charm, says ByuN. As this time around there's not going to be any proxy barracks, but we do see a scout. So these last 2 games aren't being ignored here. ByuN very well aware of the fact that Scarlett might just try the same thing again. I mean, it worked out both games, honestly. This time around, ByuN doesn't quite want to try it. Big out of Scarlett, though, to kind of read this series that well that she knows this time there's going to be a scout. I think she's going to be very pleased with herself. Extremely pleased with herself. ByuN's pretending to... I'm not actually sure what he's pretending to do. Scarlett is afraid, though. Sometimes just being scary with an SCV is all you need to do. That scares the crap out of me when I don't find the SCV anymore. It's just hiding behind my mineral line. Like, what are you doing there, buddy? It's even worse with TOS when I had a probe somewhere where you don't see it. It's like, what are you doing? Is there cannons going up? Or probes are kind of wild like that. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one bit. What I do like, though, is the fact that we have a standard build order. Well, standard. We have a ByuN-like build order coming in here. Oh, this was a very quick factory, actually. So, let's do a little bit of theory, right? You know, it's the early game anyway. A little bit of theory here. Terran generally has 2 openers in TVZ. The first opener being Reaper Marine into Quick 2 Gas, or Reaper Marine into triple CC. And then you also have Reaper Reactor into 2-1-1 type of opener. That is also a possibility. What ByuN is doing here, he's playing Marine first with Barracks into Gas. Now, what does that mean? It means that your factory is a solid 18 seconds faster than with any type of Barracks first opener that goes into a Reaper, because you're saving that 50 gas. This is a similar factory timing as a Gas first into Barracks would be, except you don't have a Reaper here, and your mineral eco is slightly better with this build order. So this is the fastest possible factory with a second command center while still having good eco. And the thing that you give up for that is pressure with the Reaper. Scarlet still built 4 links, so the Reaper isn't really being missed here. I think ByuN is pretty happy with this start, honestly. He's gonna most likely pick up these Marines. There's 7 of them. And these 3 Hanlins are gonna move on the map right now. We do have 3 links as well. Just kind of stunning. It could potentially be a very dangerous run by. This sounds stupid, but there's actually nothing at home. Scarlet saw that the Hellions are here, decides not to go in, but wants to go back instead. Is now afraid of a Hellbat push. And that's actually what the follow-up is going to be. Her responses this series and her knowledge of her teammate has been fabulous so far. It's been fantastic. Absolutely marvelous. The best. Reading a Hellbat all in after seeing this opener is big. That is very big. A lot of links here are being produced. We go up to 8 queens as well. Double spore being built in interesting positions. Liberator spores is what we call those. Third spore not going down yet. This truly makes me believe that these are lib spores rather than Banshee spores. Because the queens at the third base would be capable of dealing with any type of liberator, right? So she doesn't need a liberator spore over there. ByuN is just chilling over here. He's not really having a care in the world. 7 cars moving into the Hellbat form right now. As at home, the Banshee is also being rallied across the map. Another spore is being added into the mix. And we have 6 banelings done already. 4 more on the way. This is just... This getting blasted. Oh my god. Great detonations out of Scarlet. Oh no, ByuN. So much damage on that first Banshee as well. Woo-hoo-hoo. Talk about getting absolutely blasted in the early game. Scarlet once again with the greatest of holds, honestly. Look at this. Sure, resources lost is bigger, but she didn't lose any mining time. She didn't lose any queens. No creep has been lost. Her worker count is at 64. 5 minutes and 50 seconds into the game. This is a crazy good worker count. It honestly is. We're seeing her go up to 5 gases. Double Evo, 6 gas. This is going to be Mutalisk. Okay, after that last game, realizing that she had some trouble kind of cementing that lead and leveraging it into something more. She now wants to try a different approach. It's going to go for that Mutalisk. So 1-1 Ling upgrades into Mutalisk. Get that fast baneling speed maybe even before the Spire. Stim is actually on the way pretty quickly from here on out. And there's 17 Marines out as well. So although the initial push has been stopped, Scarlet still needs to be careful of the follow-up here. And can't really drone much higher than she currently is. I can't imagine at least. 5 drones, 4 drones could be added perhaps. Banshees are dealing a fair amount of damage for how crap they should be. They've been repaired back up to full health. 7 workers have gone down. And these Banshees are now going to start moving into the main base where we have double spores. And that should be a clean victory for ByuN with that free pot shot on that Banshee. Overseers being morphed in. 2 Overseers are being morphed actually. Scarlet already preparing for the future run by. 11 more drones. As the first push is moving out. We see no secondary tech. Okay. I am confused right now. Extremely confused even. Centrifugal hooks is a long way away. She'll need to stop this push without centrifugal. This is going to be a difficult fight. One queen with a lot of energy goes down. This tank is going to get blasted though. That was a cool pickup here. Out of Scarlet. One tank in the back still. She's gonna lose this base if she isn't careful. Banelings need to get the connections. This tank is going to survive. The Helmet is doing a fantastic job at keeping it alive. This tank is getting a lot of damage in. Really, a crap ton of damage here. Banshees are now gonna move in as well, but will fly straight into the spore. Oh my god, that's so close. I think this base is dead, honestly. 1-1 isn't going to finish in time. I don't think there's enough Scarlet here for ByuN. But this is actual pain. This is actual pain. 1-1 is gonna finish up during the fight. Scarlet takes out the tank and might actually be capable of holding this base on 80 workers as well. Now these Banshees will fall. Within a couple of seconds, the status of this game completely switches. I really did believe that if ByuN takes out this base, Scarlet will be in a bit of trouble. Now, a new tank is coming in, but at this point, centrifugal hooks are done already. 1-1 has finished. Spire is on the way. 79 workers still here for Scarlet. Here comes Scarlet. Lots of queens will be capable of tanking and trying to attack these medevacs. The Marines are running low as the medevac energy is also running low. Banelings are running out right now, though. There's not a whole lot of army left. There's 4 Banelings in the back. We'll need to start moving forward right now or this base is going to be toast. I actually think no matter what happens, this base is going to be toast. ByuN can just target it down. Drones are going to get evacuated. And Scarlet has to give up this base. This position now is not necessary to defend anymore. Of course, new Banelings do need to be built. Armory has finished at this point already, and the second eBay isn't here yet though. Spire is going to be late, but the gas count is huge. She's been saving gas off of these 6 gases for an extremely long time. Those Mutalisks could definitely bring a shift into this game that ByuN doesn't quite expect. 2 medevacs will fall. There's 3 medevacs remaining right now. All of them out of energy. Every single stim is hurting these units. There's not enough bandaging going on here in the Terran army. Another stim goes out. Ay, 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 ay. Extremely painful. Extremely painful here for ByuN, who's also getting run by right now into the 3rd base. And this is going to force him to push forward a little bit harder. Spore helping out, taking out that Liberator. Otherwise this position might be unbreakable. Single tank very far in the back. Second tank even further in the back. So far in the back that it might as well not even be in this fight. Here comes the surround. It's poorly synchronized. No, it's well synchronized actually. Tanks in the back dies. These Marines might actually get connected by the Banelings that came from the left side as well. Scarlet will not get the complete cleanup, but gets a pretty decent trade. Couple of Marines moving towards the far left side of the map. There's nothing there in position though. Drones are in danger of dying right now, and this gets cleaned up. At least for now, 18 Mutalisks on the way. The question now is, are there enough Marines to deal with these Mutalisks? The answer is perhaps. Perhaps there are enough Marines. These Marines are very low. We'll be able to... Oh my god, Scarlet, this is not a fight you can take. Loses 5 Mutalisks immediately. Will still manage to clean up. Well, at least 1 medevac and a bunch of these Marines. Tank and Liberator will also fall. These Marines might get blasted later on, but 8 workers once again have gone down. Scarlet has the momentum back on her side, but she's gonna lose every single Muta here. 7 Mutas remaining of the 18 that were built mere seconds ago. 11 have gone down already within, I think, less than 40 seconds of them being out. That's more than 2k resources. More of these workers are going down as well. There's not a single Baneling on the map currently. There's a single Ling right now. Drones are being pulled and Scarlet might have just accidentally died. There's no fort base yet though for ByuN. So if this gets pushed back and Scarlet miraculously holds, I think she's in a good spot where Mutalisk harass can be powerful. There's no turrets on the map right now. That's not true. There's 2 turrets on the map. There's no second factory. There's no mines. There's no 4CC. There's no extra barracks for more production. This is it. Main is practically ran out. See a couple of these mineral patches here that are running low as well. 3 more out of the 7 are going to fall within the next minute and a half. Good target fire on these Banelings, but more Banelings will be capable of cleaning this up. Scarlet back in the driver's seat. And what a beautiful driver's seat that is, my friends. What a beautiful driver's seat that is. No, she's in a fast car. Muta count is growing once again. 11 have gone down already. She should have been... 12 have gone down. She should have been at 29. Instead is at 17. Not a single Mutalisk upgrade has finished yet either. Flyer attacks level 1 is about to pop off. First Thor is on the way. Still not a single mind. Oh, Scarlet once again with that aggression. I do like aggression out of Zergs, but is it necessary? You're fighting into a 3-base all-in here. This really is just a 3-base all-in at this point. There's no eco to get anything. +2 armor, once again finishing before attack, by the way. Some classic ByuN moves here. I wouldn't mind if she gets Burrow. Burrow would be great. Creep spread... I mean, we don't have creep spread in abundance. So, a couple of burrowed banelings over here. Maybe one over here. Something over here. Yeah, it could be helpful. Could definitely see something there. This was a ramp where potentially we could have had some banelings burrowed as well. Go for Carapace? It has to be a misclick. Odd decisions here. We don't see any run-bys being sent in, once again. Understandable. Armor being researched first again. This is painful to watch, honestly. Here comes an attack, though. I don't think ByuN can fight this. There's not a single mine. This is free. I actually believe this is free. Maybe get 10 more Banes and then go in? I mean, what's gonna happen? Mutalisks are gonna fly across the map. 24 Mutalisk here. Turret's gonna get sniped immediately. Mutas, once again, not being controlled too properly. As these depots are almost gonna get taken out. I think Scarlet should just go home with his Mutas, clean up this army, and we think she's gonna give up this base. Is she misunderstanding her position here? There's no way that ByuN wins a fight here. Is there? Scarlet knows that she's up a base. And doesn't really need to defend it. But that was kind of pushing it almost. Oh, here comes a fight against the Thor, against these Marines. Marines are going to fall. Thor gets picked up. Mutalisk are still going to be going for the Thor. And now the Thor is going to fall. Banelings will connect with all of these SCVs. And I think ByuN might just be dead here. Scarlet pushing in. Beautiful engagement. Fly Carapace level 1 completes as well. ByuN still not starting with a 4 CC. Second factory is also not even producing. I know he does have a second factory. Just doesn't have the money to produce anything out of it. Here come 2 mines. Are these the first 2 mines of the game? Yep, first 2 mines of the game. 15 minutes in against Lingbane Muta. It's a unique approach. He was forced into this unique approach. Didn't choose the life. The life chose him. He's been on crap eco for the entirety of this game. He had no chance to transition out of that single factory on the tech lab. And even now we have the main base flying over to the 4th base location. Scarlet in a very dominant lead here. 26 mutas are out, 7 more on the way. Some quick maths tells me that it's going to be 33 mutas then. Oh, was it an overseer or a mutalisk? I think it might have been an overseer. It was an overseer indeed. Needs to be careful though, doesn't want to get caught here. Good control out of ByuN. God, that's some spicy control. Just knowing when he can start attacking again with these Marines. So impressive. So darn impressive how these Terrans control that army. The absolute situational knowledge there is beautiful to watch. A couple of Marines are being sent forward, 2 mines in the back. Now these engagements will get harder for Scarlet, but I mean, let's be real here. I guess there's +3 armor. Creep is disappearing quickly as well. Scarlet actually needs to fight this fast, or she needs to give up that base one more time. She's not doing either. She's not fighting fast. She's also not giving up a base. These mutants might be capable of doing something here, though. There is no turrets here. That CC could go down. That CC is going to go down. Oh, Marines coming just in time. At the same time, this hatchery is going to fall. Once again, Scarlet getting pushed away from her 5th base. Still 70 workers. Tries to take out an... Ooh, that's not a trade you can take, is it? That was pain. Lose a couple of these mutalisks. 27 mutas lost at this point. +2 flyer attacks is finished up, as well as +3 for the ground. There's plenty of money, but no hive on the way. Instead, we see 7 more mutalisk. Turret's gonna get taken out. Mine hit is juicy. But a juicy mine is gonna get taken out as well. So the mutalisk are on a bit of a tear here. Oh, what was that? Playing a game of hide and seek. Well, the mutas are out of town. Showing off their skills. Bottom right side base has been up for about 2 minutes. And there's 3 drones mining right now. I think these drones have started here pretty recently. They're new workers. Still being worked in. Not quite sure what to do exactly yet. Just taking a lot of bases right now, by the way. Just really establishing that map dominance. ByuN, what are you doing? What is the plan here for ByuN? How does he get back into this game? I think the answer is quite simple. He needs to win a fight. And then he needs to win another fight. With this many banelings though, that's going to be difficult. Can't really afford to lose any SCVs either. Let's get a bunch of these mutas, I believe. 2-3 mutas do go down. Actually, more mutas go down. Good scan. 10 workers have gone down on ByuN's side as well. Who's floating 1200 minerals. Single medevac is going to... I mean, he cancels a base. Even if he would kill 2 bases here and then loses the drop, it still would be good for Scarlet. Oh my god, that also was a good trade for Scarlet. For once, ByuN not paying attention. It's nice to see that this guy is human as well when it comes to the Marine Micro. 6 mines on the way. There's a Thor still coming out. Plus 2 Carapace Flyers on the way. It's going to be a well-upgraded mutant. Good lord, that was a bad fight. Holy crap, that was a bad fight. Needs to be careful that these flanking Marines are not going to be capable of taking out more. Unit count is kind of dwindling here. She will rebuild... How many mutas have gone down? 50? 40 mutas have gone down. 200 Marines, 340 links. Holy crap, look at that. I think 5 more just died there. I said 40, right? Yeah. Scarlet needs to be careful. This left side base is gonna get taken out. Now, once again, Scarlet is coming in. This turret is being repaired. Marines are running in as well. 1 extra muta will fall. Hive is on the way. This base is gonna get blasted, though. The painting counts 47. Good mama. Lord. Huge army supply, though, here for ByuN. Is it possible? If this base falls, Scarlet all of a sudden doesn't have any money left. There's no mine. This is the base. 2 patches here. This is it. Wait, what? Oh no, is there still base here? I was like looking at that income. Didn't make any sense. ByuN now, though, with 22 workers, is going to be mining more than his opponent. Or at least close to what his opponent is mining. This base could fall as well. I think this base is going to fall. Oh no, Scarlet. She's getting blasted. There's no money for rebuilding a hatchery even at this point. Good lord. This is painful to watch. 56 workers, long distance mining. Almost better than ByuN's economy. That is just ridiculous. That really is just ridiculous. ByuN is up in supply. Army supply, which is the thing that oh my god. Oh my good lord. These mines are so close to hitting. Oh, Scarlet, what are we doing here? Well, a lot of these workers are actually gonna get taken out. Do we get the hits that we want? That is way too many banelings. No way ByuN. I was gonna say no way ByuN falls for that, but seems like these banes are still alive. Pop up. We need to pop this. Hey, now ByuN definitely sees that. Mutalisks are going in. 1 mine's going to get the shot off. These banelings would be so useful at home right now. No. I'd love to see these do something. Three workers left. Tried to go for a burrow to force either a scan or a turret. That's so brilliant. I love that. Okay, this game is stupid. This game is actually stupid. Okay. That's it. 1 worker remaining. 44 army supply for Scarlet. 53 of that is long distance mining currently. Is there any Thors? No. Is there mines? There's 3 mines. 33 Marines. We have 7 banelings on the way. Good lord. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, there's no overseer. There's no over... Did 2 of them die? I think 2 of them just died, yeah. Okay. 11 mutas left. Why is my memory so bad? I can't remember how many there was before the mine. Probably two of them died. It's overseer here. If you kill a mine, that is 33% of the entire mine force. That's pretty big. Like being the department head. And then the only person you're responsible for is yourself. I'm the department head of the HarstemCasts channel. Only employee is myself. Oh no, these... wait, are they stuck? No shot, right? Nah, but actually, yes shot maybe. Bane. 2 mines though, that's 66%. 3 Banes is all we need. Ooh, nice. Being so careful with those units. Is a Thor the answer here? Is that what you're gonna... Drops are the answer, of course. If the mutas are stuck. But are they stuck? Or are they just temporarily relaxing? It's hard to say sometimes. I like the Viking. I was gonna say a Thor would be great, but a Viking here is going to achieve something similar, albeit somewhat slower. And less proper. Scarlett is looking for something. She's looking for an angle here. She's being severely outmined as well by the triple muling Terran player. Good lord. Oh, needs to actually not focus on the drones here. Killing the drones is a mistake. That sounds stupid, but if your opponent has a single mining base and 47 workers, it is the correct thing. It is actually the correct call here. Now Scarlet is going to be outmining her opponent. Spore being thrown down. These are not being thrown down, right? Yeah, they're just walking over. Oh, Mutas might manage to get out. I think one Muta got taken out. Adrenal glands. Finally on the way. We're still on 2-2, I think. Yeah. 2-2 on everything. 1500 gas in the bank as well. What is the play here for Scarlet, is the question. What is she going to be doing? 6 more Mutas. I'd say that Banelings are the key here. Banelings and creep spread. Creep spread is free, and Banelings, they just trade well against Marines. If there's pure Marines on creep, 14 more Banelings are on the way right now. This base is toast. I think this base is toast. With this base being toast, Scarlet is toast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Scarlet. These mutas are in a little bit of trouble. Mines are not quite going to connect with these Banelings, but this is a big chunk, perhaps. No, mine doesn't get the connection. I don't think it's going to matter, though. 27 workers went down here. Scarlet is dead. ByuN, somehow, some way, managing to make this work. Now with the truly superior economy, and all of a sudden the timer here is on Scarlet. Before this was the other way around. Just imagine if ByuN had to take either this base or this base while the mutas were flying around. The pressure really was on ByuN this entire time. To make something happen. To do a trick. Good lord, did he do a trick. Pulling this one out of the bag. Both games. Game 2 and Game 3. It's almost impossible to imagine at certain points that ByuN could win that game, but he managed to do it. So this game is not quite over yet. I find it difficult to believe that Scarlet will somehow get this back. She couldn't win in such a favorable position for her. How is she going to win out of position that is unfavorable? That is a difficult question. That's an extremely difficult question, and one I don't think anyone has an answer to, as the final Banelings are going to blow up onto this Marine Force. GG gets called for a second time in a row by Scarlet as ByuN wins the series 3-2. This was an extremely entertaining series. I don't think this was the highest level TVZ we've seen ever, or this year, but this might have been one of the more entertaining series. Came down to the final units. Very little mining going on. Good stuff. Alright. If you enjoyed it as much as I did, don't forget to hit the like button on this channel, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all next time for a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.